I'm Lawrence Mitchell, founder of Life Beyond Labels. I'm sitting here with Larry Allen, who owns the Fireside Inn in Idlewild. I first met Larry when I came up to stay here about 3 years ago, and I found some of the things that Larry talks about very inspirational. Anyway, apart from being the owner of the Fireside Inn, Larry used to be a school psychologist as well as a clinical psychologist, and today I've been showing him my lifebeyondlabels.com website. Larry, what did you think of my lifebeyondlabels.com website and who it might benefit?
Well, the first thing that came to mind was it could be very useful for the handicapped children that I worked with in the school system, because one of the primary problems they have is dealing with other children, and they experience generally a certain amount of rejection because of their handicap. But one of the usefulness of Life Beyond Labels is that it allows the children to separate their handicap from themselves. It gives them a conceptual basis from which to interpret themselves and their disability. They are not their disability. And with that in mind, it can help them to defend themselves a bit against the rejection that other children tend to show them.
Now, I happen to be showing you one of the features on the website, making use of technology, where it was possible for a parent, a carer, a teacher to actually work with a child or individual in helping them, say, building words, building numbers, learning phrases, etc. What did you think of this function of the website? The ability to move a label around the wall or build one's own wall and then move the label.
I like that on several levels. Not only is it helpful to develop language, but it also is helpful to develop the expression of emotion, the identification first of emotion, which is a step in itself for kids, and then the expression of emotion. Beyond that, I also thought this could be very useful in the severely handicapped population, where we have what we call a PEX system, a picture exchange system, where children who are profoundly handicapped have difficulty sometimes following the routines of the day without the use of pictures. So with the picture exchange system, you have a picture in front of them that is the activity they're participating in at the moment. Then when it's time to transition to another activity, the first picture is withdrawn, a second picture is given to the student, and they are informed that now we're going to do this activity. And the visual data helps them to understand that it's time to stop one activity and we're going to move to another activity. With the labels being manipulable on the wall like that, I thought it would be very handy for those kids who are capable of using a mouse, clicking and dragging. They could transition to other activities through this means, and perhaps even have a little computer reward, a little display of fireworks or something that's a little reward for their successfully making that transition on the computer as a precursor to transitioning to the activity in the classroom. So I thought it had a number of possible uses.
Well, one of the things I'm actually hoping to introduce is this reward system, and it's very interesting to hear that you find this to be very beneficial. So Larry, well, thank you very, very much for giving your first thoughts about lifebeyondlabels.com.
You're welcome.